Hello everyone, I'm very glad to see you here with us in our program Let's Enjoy Chinese. Our program aims at introducing some of the good ways and approaches of learning Chinese characters. Have you been to China? Can you speak Chinese? And I think maybe some of you can speak Chinese. But some of you may think, oh, it is too difficult to write Chinese characters. Yes. At first, when you write Chinese characters, it may be very difficult if you do not know the approaches and if you do not know the good ways of writing them. But if you know the conventions and the regulations of writing the Chinese characters, then you will think, oh, it is not as difficult as you have expected. Okay, I'll let you see a picture. It's a picture of mountains. Now look at this picture. You see the shape and this and this and this. And English, the mountain. But in Chinese, how do we write? Now I'll write it for you. You can compare that. First we have just like this. The mountain in the middle, and then the mountain at the left side, and this is the mountain at the right side. Okay, so here you can see the shape of the mountains. And in Chinese, we read it, shan, shan. It's mountain or hill. And now there are only 3 strokes in writing shan, but there are 8 letters in writing mountain. Another example, I'll show you another picture. Now it's the picture of water. Now we see the water are flowing, and the English word is water. There are 5 letters in this word. And how do we write it in Chinese? Now let's write that. Now first we have this stroke 数勾, and then the other stroke at the left side and then the right side. You see here it's just like the main stream of the water and the other flows of the water. And now it's just like, from the shape you can see it is just like water flowing. And in Chinese we read it 水, 水. Now these are the 2 examples. And do you like to join us in our program Let's Enjoy Chinese? We hope you join us. And after you join us, you will find that you are not wasting your time being with us. You know, English words are composed of letters linearly, while Chinese characters are composed of the strokes graphically. And if you know the conventions and the regulations of how to write Chinese characters, then you can write a very good Chinese. And you know, there are 26 letters in English, and there are only 29 strokes in the Chinese characters. So you see, there are only 3 more than the English letters. And of the 29 strokes of the Chinese characters, there are only 6 are the basic strokes. So you see, it is not so complicated as you expected. And the other strokes are derived from these 6. The strokes are dots and lines, no matter they are vertical lines or horizontal lines. no matter they are leaning to the right or leaning to the left. And if we put them in the right order according to the shape, and then it will be a very good Chinese character. And character is called 笔画 in Chinese. 笔画. And we'll begin with 笔画 to learn to write Chinese characters. Our program begins with 笔画. And in our program, we'll talk about the forming of the Chinese characters and the characteristics of the Chinese characters, and also we'll talk about some basic knowledge about Chinese characters. Our program begins with strokes. You know, stroke is the fundamental element of forming Chinese characters. And our program will introduce the formation of the Chinese characters, the way of writing, as well as some basic knowledge of the Chinese characters. After being with us, you will find you can write a very good Chinese. I mean, you are good at Chinese writing. And you know, there is a proverb, well begun is half done. And if you have a very good beginning and you stick to it, after a period of time, I'm sure you can write a very good Chinese. Okay, let's begin our program. Since you know stroke is the fundamental elements of forming Chinese characters, today we'll learn two strokes. The first stroke we learn is, and you see it is a horizontal line, and in Chinese we call it 横. 横, 横. Next, we'll see how the stroke 横 functions in the following characters. Now, the first character, you see, it is 横, and maybe you ask, is that a 横? Yeah, right, it is a 横. But at the same time, it can be used as a character. And this is 一, that means one. 横, 一, 一. And if we put another 横, and we put one more 横 on the top of this 横, it is 2. Yes. In Chinese, we call it 二. 横, 横, 二, 二. And then, how about 三? Do you know how to write it? Yes. We add one more 横. And we have 3 横, and it is 3. 三. 横, 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 三, 三. Whether 4 is composed of 4 横s, you may ask? No. If we do like this, then how do we write 100 and 1000? So, 4, 四, is composed of other strokes. We will talk that later. Now, next, we'll learn another stroke. The second stroke we learned today, you see, it is a vertical line. In Chinese, we read it 竖, 竖, 竖. Next, we'll learn some characters containing this stroke, 竖. Now you see, there's 横 and one 竖. And you know, everyone has 10 fingers, right? And the Chinese people like to do like this. Then what does it mean? You know that? And if you see a Chinese people do like this, that means it's 10. Yes, we call it 10. And you see this, it's just like a cross. And then we have 横 and 竖. 横 竖 10 10. The next character we learn is, now you see there is 10, right? And then we add one more 横 at the bottom. It's 土. It means soil or land. 横 竖 横 土 土. And then how about if we put this 横 on the top of 竖? Okay, now let's change it into, you see the 横 now is on the top, and 竖 is in the middle of the two 横s. It is 工, it means work or worker. 横 竖 横 工 工. Next, we'll learn another character. You see, there's also 横 竖 and another 横. And this time, this 横 is shorter, and it is at the right side of 竖. It is 上. It means up or go up. 竖 横 横 上 上. And you see, these three characters, 工 土 and 上. In the three characters, there are 3 strokes in the 3 characters. They have 2 横s and 1 竖. And you know, if the横s are put at different places, then different characters are coming out. It is the same in English. For example, if we have 3 letters, A, E, T. If T is the first letter and then EA, it is T. And if EA are put at the head and T ends, then it's eat. So are the Chinese characters. Different positions of the strokes can generate different characters. It is very important to make clear of the positions of the strokes. Chinese characters have thousands of years history. As to the writing tool, you know we can use pens, pencils, ball pens, and other instruments. In China, the traditional writing tools are different from what we use today. Chinese people use different kind of writing tools. 4 things are necessary on the scholar's desk. They are 笔 墨 纸 砚. That is writing brush, ink stick, paper, and ink stone or ink slab. They are called 4 treasures of the study. The calligraphers in the history left us a lot of precious calligraphies by the 4 treasures of the study. They are the favorite collections of the people. At present, people use various writing tools for different use. You know, Chinese characters are called square characters. It is necessary for the beginners to practice writing the characters in this kind of square. We call that 你自个 in order to have a better understanding of the structures of Chinese characters and to write a standard and harmonious and graceful characters. Okay, let's call it a day. We hope you enjoy our program and we hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hello everyone. Glad to see you here with us again in our program Let's Enjoy Chinese. Today we'll learn another 2 strokes and some characters containing the strokes. The first stroke we learn is, now you see this stroke, it just begins from the upper right and then falls to the left, and it is a left falling stroke, and we call that 撇 in Chinese. 撇 撇. Now that's the first stroke, and the second stroke we learned today is 那. You see, it's just the opposite direction of 撇, and it just begins from the left and falls to the right. It is 那 那 那 那. Next, we'll learn some characters and we'll see how these 2 strokes 撇 and 那 work in the following characters. These characters contain these 2 strokes 撇 and 那. Now, the first character we learn, you see there is 1 撇and then 那. Is it agreeable? Now, 撇 and 那. It is 8. It is a numeral. It means 8. And we have learned 1, 2, 3, 10, and this is 8. It means 8. 撇 那 8 8. Please pay attention to these 2 strokes, and we should separate these 2 strokes. Do not join them. Okay? Now, next character, if we join the 2 strokes and it changed into another character. Now you see, there are 2 strokes, 撇 and 那, and they joined together, and it is 人. It means people or person. 撇 那 人 人. Do you remember 工 we learned last time? Yeah, 工 means work, and you know 人, it means people or person. And if we put these 2 characters together, it is 工人. That means worker. And this word building is just like the building of English. And we know English, we have worker and work. And then we have the suffix er. That means the person who works. And the Chinese word building is just like the same. And we have 工人. Now please read after me. 工人 工人. The next character we learn is 大. Now, you see, there is 人, and then we put 横 across 人. It is 大, means big or great or large. 横 撇 那 大 And since we have learned 大 and we know man is the greatest in the world, and then over him there's nothing but the sky. So if we put one more 横 on the top of 大, it is 天, it means sky. 横撇捺天 And also 天 means day. And for example, we have learned 一 and 二. And we can say if it is one day, in Chinese we can say 一天. If there are 3 days, we can say 三天. Now please read after me. 一天三天 Okay. Now, the next character we learn is 木. And you see there is 横竖. It's 10, right? We have learned that. And if we add 撇 to the left side and 捺 to the right side, it is 木. It means wood. In ancient China, it means trees. 横竖撇捺木 The last character we learn is ben. You see, it looks somewhat like mu, right? And here one more 横 is across this 树. That means the stem or the root of a tree, or basic, or original, or even capital. 横竖撇捺横本 Chinese character is the writing system of Chinese language. Some of the geometry lines had been found on a pottery made about 5,000 years ago, and people believe that this was the earliest Chinese characters. About 100 years ago, people found characters carved on tortoise shells and ox bones, and for this reason, these characters are called 甲骨文, shell bone writing. These characters appeared over 3,000 years ago, during the late Shang dynasty. Another character style is 金文, bronze inscription. This is the character cast on bronzeware. They were most commonly cast on bells and cauldrons. And bronze inscriptions are for this reason also called 钟鼎文, bell bronze writing. At that time, 甲骨文 and 钟鼎文 developed ripe writing styles and fell into pattern. The Chinese characters we use today have been evolved and developed for thousands of years. Well, I'll tell you the evolving history of some characters. We have learned 人, and you see, this is the original character 人. It is just like a erect man. You can see the head, body, arms, and legs. Can you see from that? It gradually developed to the shape we use today. You see, this is a mountain. In Chinese, 山. You can recognize the shape of the mountain from the picture, right? Only 3 strokes, 山 appears before you. The shape of 山 has not changed much since it was created. 木 referred to trees in ancient China. Look, some strokes refer to the stems and some refer to the branches. It's just these lines and pictures that indicate the meaning of the things, and this is the unique way of creating characters by the Chinese ancestors. So we name these characters pictographs. They have thousands of years history. Okay, so much for today. We hope you enjoy our program and we hope to see you next time. Goodbye. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our program. Let's enjoy Chinese. Now we are going to learn 2 strokes and some characters containing these 2 strokes. The first stroke, 点 点 点 点 Next, let's see how the stroke 点 works in the following characters. You see, 横 竖. If we put 点 at the right side, it is 下. It means go down or below. 横 竖 点 下 下. Do you remember 上? Yes, 上 means go up and 下 is go down. Now, this character, do you remember this character? 大, right? 大. If we put 点 at this place, it is 太. 太. That means extremely or very. 横 撇 捺 点 太 太. Usually, if we describe something very big, we use 太大. For example, we say the sky is very big. We can say 天太大. 天太大. The next character we learn is 横. After that, we have 土. And then we put 点 here. It is 玉. 玉. It is jade. 横 横 竖 横 点 玉 玉. Now we put 点 on the top. 横 at this place. 撇 点 it is 6, it means 6. 6点横撇点6 6. Now the next 点撇 and then it is another character. 羊 羊 it means sheep or goat. 点撇横横横竖羊羊点撇 represent the horns of the sheep or goat, and 竖 represents the tail. 羊羊 Now next we'll learn the other stroke. 竖钩竖钩 It is up hook to the left. 竖钩竖钩竖钩 Now let's see how 竖钩 work in the following characters. 1. 竖钩 we put 点 at the left side, another 点 at the right side. It is 小 it means small or little. 小竖钩点点小小 Usually, people describe something very small. You can say 太小 For example, we say sheep are too small. You can say 羊太小羊太小 You see, 横竖钩 If we put 点 in the center, it is 寸 寸 It is a measure word to measure length. It equals to 3.3 centimeters. 寸横竖钩点寸寸 When you first learn Chinese, you might feel confused at the complicated writings. You may be at a loss how to put them together. But actually, Chinese characters follow some regulations and conventions. Here, I'll tell you some stroke relations of the Chinese characters. Chinese characters are made up by various ways of combinations of the strokes. For example, 2 and 8. There are 2 strokes in both of the characters. And the 2 strokes are separated. This kind of combination is called separated combination. In the character 人 公 you see the strokes are connected. This kind of combination is called connecting combination. The strokes in the character 时 are crossed, and this kind of combination is called crossed combination. Of course, Chinese characters are not composed by only one combination. Most of the Chinese characters are composed by various combinations. For instance, 土, the upper 横 and 竖 are crossed, and it is crossed combination. The lower 横 is connecting to that cross. It is connecting combination. You see, in this character 土, there are two combinations. So it is not only one combination to form a character. It is very helpful to have some knowledge of the regulations and conventions of the Chinese characters, and that will help you write the Chinese characters in the right way. We hope you enjoy the program, and we hope to see you next time. Bye. Hello everyone. Welcome back to our program. Let's enjoy Chinese. Today we are going to learn two more strokes and some characters containing these strokes. And the first stroke we learn today is 横折. Now we see 横 and then turning down. 横折. Next, we'll learn some characters containing this stroke 横折. And these characters contain the stroke 横折. Now we see this character, and there are three strokes in this character. 竖, 横折, 横, and it is 口, 口, that means mouth. 竖, 横折, 横, 口, 口. Next character, you see one more 横 in the middle, and it is 竖, 横折, 横, 横. It is 日. It means day or sun. 竖, 横折, 横, 横, 日. Now, next character we learn you see also there is a 口 and we put 竖 across 口. It is 中, 中, that means center or middle. 竖, 横折, 横, 竖, 中, 中. Now, the next character we learn is 国. Now first, we put a very big 口. And do you remember 玉 we learned last time? You see? 玉. If we put 玉 inside 口, it is 国. It means country or state. 竖横折横横竖横扁横国国. The ancient Chinese people thought China was surrounded by the other nations, and it was in the center, so they named their country as 中国. Now, the next character we learn is 五. It is a numeral. We have learned 一二三, and this one is 五, means 5. 横竖横折横五五. Now, the next stroke we learn is 横折钩横折钩. That is, we first have 横 and then turning down and a hook up to the left. 横折钩横折钩. Next, we'll learn some characters containing the stroke. These characters contain this stroke, 横折钩. Now the first character is 月. It means moon or month. 月撇横折钩横横月月日月日月. Next, we'll learn another character. Now, first we点 and 竖 and 横折钩. What do you think it is look like? It is like a door, and you see 点 is just like the lock, and it is 门点竖横折钩门门. The last character we learn is 书 书 means book. 横折横折钩竖点书书. Next, we'll learn another way of creating characters. We know pictograph in the second unit, but only by pictograph could not express much. The ancient Chinese people searched other ways to express some concepts, and these concepts could not be expressed by pictures. For example, this is a knife. It is a pictograph. But how to indicate the blade of the knife? The ancient people thought out a good way. That is to put 点 at this side to mean this side is the blade. The character 刃 results from this. The way of forming a character by using symbols to indicate the meaning is called indication. One more example. 上 下. You know the character 横. 横 is the horizon. If the direction is up, then 竖 and 点 is added to the upside. It means up or go up. And if it is 下, then 竖 and 点 are put under 横. That means down or go down. By this way, we can express some complicated concepts and make the abstract concepts into concrete ones. Alright, let's call it a day. We hope you enjoyed the program and we hope to see you next time. Goodbye.